Indian wrestler Sushil Kumar is now India's most wanted terrorist. Yes, you heard it right. Sushil Kumar, who represented India in the Olympic Games and who is the two-time Olympic medalist, now became India's most wanted terrorist. So hello friends and viewers, how are you all? I hope all of you are fine and safe. You are watching Revision Learning. So today I will cover up the story of Sushil Kumar and his journey from the two-time Olympic medalist to a wanted terrorist. Delhi police is now trying to find the wrestler Sushil Kumar, who is the two-time Olympic medalist but now became a wanted man. But how? How he became like this? From being post-independence India's only double Olympic medalist in an individual event to being an absconder wanted for questioning in a murder by Delhi police, it has been a long, strange road for wrestler Sushil Kumar. How did he come to pass? What exactly happened that has led to one of India's most iconic athletes becoming the subject of police raids for the last 3 days? Let's see in details. First, the murder, or you can say the murder case. So on 4th May, Sagar Rana Dhankar, a former junior national champion, a part of India's senior national camp, was beaten to death in a clash between two groups outside Delhi's Chhatrasal Stadium. Sagar Rana Dhankar competed in the 97 kg Greco-Roman category. Delhi police claims that their initial investigations revealed that the violence was a fallout of a property dispute, as Dhankar lived in a rented apartment which is owned by Sushil Kumar, according to the police, and Dhankar had been asked to vacate the place. On this Friday, Delhi police said that they have recovered cell phone footage in which Sushil Kumar and other men can be seen assaulting Dhankar. Sushil Kumar, the wrestler, or you can say Sushil Palwan, as he is called by all those who know him, is undoubtedly India's most iconic wrestler, and at the time of 2008 Olympics he became the second Indian wrestler after Kashaba Dadasaheb Yadav in 1952 to win an Olympic medal. He followed up that bronze with the silver at the 2012 Olympics, and Sushil also has 3 Commonwealth Games gold medals and a spate of medals from Asian and Commonwealth Wrestling Championships. He was relentless in his pursuit, a wrestler who had the heart, muscles and gall to beat the world's best, and he inspired a revolution in Indian Wrestling Federation that so many wrestlers follow his footsteps, and India became a force to reckon with on the international stage. Let's talk about India's most famous wrestling school, that is Chhatrasal School. Sushil Kumar and the Wrestling Training Center at the Chhatrasal Stadium are synonymous. Kumar was 14 when he came to the stadium and began to live and train there under Satpal Singh, a famous former wrestler himself. By 2012, Chhatrasal had become India's premium center for wrestling. That year, not just one, but 2 of its trainees returned with Olympic medals, Sushil Kumar and Yogeshwar Dutt, a childhood friend of Kumar's who won a bronze. Another trainee from India's most famous wrestling school, Amit Dahiya, became the youngest from India to compete at the Olympics at 18. He made it to the quarterfinals and was hailed as a future star. Many more wrestling stars followed up. That includes current Tokyo Olympic medal favorite Bajrang Punia. In fact, along with Punia, 2 other Tokyo-bound wrestlers, Ravi Dahiya and Deepak Punia, also learned their wrestling from Chhatrasal. Kumar's life became even more entwined with Chhatrasal when he married Satpal Singh's daughter. At present, Kumar is an administrator at the Delhi government-run stadium that became famous because of him only. Before Sushil's Olympic medal, even people in the vicinity did not know what Chhatrasal was all about. The controversy of Sushil Kumar and the crime scene, that is Chhatrasal Wrestling School. Despite the fame and the stature, or perhaps because of it, deep cracks began to appear in the running of Chhatrasal Wrestling School. By the end of 2012, Yogeshwar Dutt and Kumar had a public fallout, resulting in Yogeshwar Dutt leaving the center and opening his own wrestling school. There were more fallouts with the coaches too, including one incident where a senior coach alleged that Kumar had assaulted him. The coach also left the school. By 2015, it had become an exodus with many of the center's top wrestlers leaving, including Bajrang Punia. There was many more controversy with Kumar. In 2015, the Mumbai wrestler Narsingh Yadav won a quota for the Rio Olympics with a bronze at the 2015 World Championship. Since the quota goes to the country, Sushil Kumar, who was also preparing for Rio, wanted a selection trial. The Wrestling Federation of India refused it. Kumar moved a plea in Delhi High Court, which was later on dismissed. Yadav later tested positive for anabolic steroids and alleged that his food was contaminated at the national camp in Sonipat by a junior wrestler from Chhatrasal, and he also said that in that case, Kumar was also involved. It led to a bitter, long-drawn fight with even the CBI getting involved. In 2019, the CBI dismissed Yadav's sabotage theory. In 2017, Praveen Rana, another international wrestler who had been Kumar's training partner for many years before leaving Chhatrasal, alleged that he and his brother were beaten up by Kumar's men after the national selection trials. At 2019 World Championships, Kumar made his last appearance with an eye to compete in his 4th Olympics in Tokyo. He lost in the first round 9-11 after having a 5-point lead at one point. After that, Kumar said he lacked in stamina and hoped to come back stronger on the mat, but it never happened again. So, as per the latest news, Delhi police announced 1 lakh reward for info on Sushil Kumar. Also, a reward of 50,000 has been announced for Ajay, who is also absconding in the same case as said by Delhi police. Earlier, a Delhi court had issued a non-bailable warrant against the accused in the connection with the murder of 23-year-old Sagar Dhankar at the Chhatrasal Stadium, which includes the name of Sushil Kumar. So guys, today up to this only. If we get more info about this Sushil Kumar case, then we will update you here in Revision Learning. So for this, you have to subscribe Revision Learning and press the bell icon so that you never miss any of our videos and updates.